Guys, today I'm going to be working on impulse control with Zorro. So we're simply going to put some dry food in our hand and I'm going to hold it out in a fist and keep it in the same spot. So he'll lick and sniff. Once he stops, I'll open the hand, and if he comes back, I'll close it again. Just keep it in exactly the same space. Open. And I'm waiting for him to make the choice to not go for the food in the open hand. So when he makes that choice, he'll get a piece of the food. Now some dogs will be more persistent with this, so it's just a matter of being patient and waiting till the dog stops. So you can see him turning his head away. Now I'm not going to reward that because he's not actually consciously making the choice not to take the food. You can see he's becoming a little less persistent in his efforts to get the food. Okay, I'm going to reward that just so he gets an idea of what's happening and doesn't lose interest in the exercise. Good boy, that's right, good. Okay, he's doing really well. As you can see, he's becoming less interested in stealing the food from my hand. Oh, big puppies! These are big puppies! Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Ready? Alright, so you can see it didn't take long for him to get the idea. And this is a really, really good exercise because what it's teaching the dog is that reinforcement or rewards or good things come through you. And we want them to sort of more or less wait for us to say that they can have the good things. So this extends to when we go out for a walk and they see other rewarding things, like it might be another dog or a rabbit or something like that. We don't just want them to go and get the things that they want. So we would prefer the dog asks us before. So in the kitchen, if I'm cooking and I drop some carrot or some chicken on the floor, I would expect my dogs not to go for that. And if they do, I simply move my foot over it and they know, okay, yep. And what will happen is eventually you'll have a dog that when you drop something on the floor, they will look up at you and wait for you to say, get it, or give them a cue to take the food. So now I'm going to raise the criteria a little bit and I'm going to put the food on the ground, making sure that I'm able to cover it. Because that's often a very enticing spot for a dog to go for food, is when it's on the ground. Okay, so just keep your hand over it. The dog might lick and carry on again. And when they come back, we quickly cover so that they don't get rewarded for this bad behaviour of getting the food off the floor. So he'll probably be quite persistent with this. It's a little bit of frustration tolerance as well, which is another really, really handy skill for dogs to have. And you've got to be quick. You can see he's positioning himself right there so he can go in for the swipe and get the food, can't you? You'll eventually see that going for the food isn't getting him the rewards, and instead being patient does get him the reward. Nice. That was quite good. He made a choice there not to go for the food. So again, it's another little game you can play with your dog. That's just a really helpful exercise, a good skill for them to have. That's good. Good boy. So you saw, he looked at the food and he decided he wouldn't go for it, so I reward that. Again, nice behaviour there. Good boy. So we've got one piece left. I'm just going to see, he's a good boy. Yeah. Good boy. And that's it. So it's a really simple little game you can play with your dog just to test impulse control. If your dog isn't motivated by food, you can also use a toy. Now, Zorro is extremely motivated by toys, as we know from our videos. So this will be a real challenge, and how I would recommend you do it with a highly toy motivated dog is to simply put it on the ground and cover it up and wait for the dog to calm down a little bit. And we do the same sort of thing again. Cover the toy and gradually take your hands off and put them back as the dog tries to get the toy. So we want him to make the choice that he's going to wait for us to allow him access to the toy. Giving my hands a bath. Lovely. Again, here we go. The toy is now revealed and he's being fairly calm. Yeah! Good boy! Good boy! Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Please don't forget to join me on Facebook for extra quick video tutorials. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to follow Zorro's progress.